The days that followed were quiet, but not in the way that silence brings peace. For Clara Whitfield, every sunrise over the Laramie Plains carried the echo of a heartbeat, the one she had felt against her cheek when Colt Dawson caught her from the sky. She went about her chores, mending fences and tending to the garden, but her mind wandered far beyond the white fence posts and the little creek behind their house. Every gust of wind that swept across the prairie sounded like hooves in the distance, and every shadow that passed the window made her heart skip. Her father noticed it too, the faraway look in her eyes, the way she'd pause mid-task as though listening to something only she could hear. "You're thinking about that cowboy again?" he said one evening, setting his coffee cup down with a sigh. Clara didn't deny it. "He saved my life. I can't just forget that." "Men like him," her father said, "they come and go with the wind. Don't tie your heart to a tumbleweed." But the heart never listens to warnings. A week later, the sound she had been longing and fearing to hear rolled across the valley, the deep, rhythmic beat of hooves approaching fast. Clara stepped onto the porch, her breath catching as she saw him. Colt Dawson, dust on his hat, his horse glistening with sweat, and his eyes carrying the weight of a man who'd seen something dark. "Miss Whitfield," he called as he reined in. "I hope I ain't disturbing you." "Not at all," she said, trying to hide her smile. "What brings you back this way?" Colt dismounted, his boots crunching against the dry dirt. "Trouble," he said simply. "Band of rustlers moving through the valley. They've been cutting fences, stealing stock, and a few folks say they've seen smoke in the hills." Clara's father came out, his brow furrowed. "You think they'll come this far?" Colt nodded slowly. "If they smell easy pickings, yes, sir." Her father cursed under his breath. "I'll start watching the range." Colt looked at Clara, then back at the horizon. "You might want to stay close to home for a spell. These fellas ain't got manners, especially around women." The way he said it carried a quiet, fierce protectiveness that sent a shiver through Clara. She nodded, but inside, she knew. She'd rather face danger with him than safety without him. Over the next few days, Colt and a few ranch hands rode patrol along the outer ranges. Clara would often see him near the old creek, his silhouette against the red sunset scanning the distance. Once she gathered the courage to ride out with food and coffee for him. "Thought you might be needing this," she said shyly, handing him a tin mug. He smiled, that slow, crooked grin that could melt the frost off a winter morning. "You read my mind, ma'am." They sat beneath the wide-open sky, the quiet between them filled with something that words couldn't touch. Colt told her about the trail, how he'd drifted from ranch to ranch, chasing work and peace he never found. Sometimes